Yeah, 10 years, gone just like that. I first got involved in politics in the early 1980s, and so I'd campaigned for a Scottish Parliament while Labour were in opposition, and working in the trade union movement, which was a key agent pushing for devolution, going all the way back to Mick McGahey and the miners in the 1960s. So for me, I knew about the Parliament. I was determined that we were going to have a devolved Scottish Parliament. So finally being elected to it was a great privilege, and I suppose in many ways was the culmination of a lot of that work that I'd been doing over a long number of years. It was very exciting. I remember Jean Freeman saying to me, "How are you settling in?" And I said, "Jean, I'm not here to settle in." And so for me, it was a turbulent time, exciting, a battle of ideas. I suppose the thing that I'm proudest of, though, are some of the campaigns that I've been involved in. So the campaign to get justice for the victimised miners from the strike 40 years ago, a pardon bill went through Parliament. The fact that for many years, as an MSP, I was told by successive transport ministers that public ownership of the railways was a red herring. And now everybody seems to think public ownership of the railways is how it should be. So winning those arguments, I think, has been extremely important. You have to be hardworking. You have to listen to the people you represent. You need to get out of Parliament a lot and go and meet community organisations, community groups, listen to different interest groups, and be prepared to have your mind changed on some things. I'm looking forward to reading more and writing more, having the space and time to do that. But the most important thing will be spending more time with the women in my life. So my wife Karen, my mum Janet, my two sisters Ruth and Rebecca, my stepdaughter Devon, and last but not least, Copper the dog. Oh yes. Yes, I was told off for that because somebody in the office said, "You never shake the Queen's hand with two hands," but it's my natural handshake is to put one hand on and then put another one on. So I think they were expecting people to scurry in from the security services to pull me away, but they never did. Yes, that's me at Ferguson Marine Yard, walking with the then chief executive, a guy called David Tideman, and I'm leading a delegation from the Public Audit Committee of the Parliament. And again, I think that's an illustration of how important it is that MSPs don't spend all the time in Parliament. They get outside Parliament and speak to people and understand what's happening out there in the real world. Thursday mornings was an early start. There would be a team of people in my office, and we'd probably, in the days leading up to it, thought about possible ideas, but oftentimes things sprung up at the last minute. And it might be an Audit Scotland report that just came out that morning, or it might be some breaking news. And so what you thought would be the leading topic didn't necessarily turn out to be. Yeah, so chairing the Public Audit Committee has been a real revelation. It's one of the most important parts of the work that this Parliament does, because it's absolutely at the leading edge of accountability and trying to make sure that there's some democratic responsibility, democratic accountability, democratic scrutiny of what is in the end £60 billion of public money that's been spent on public services in Scotland. Ah yes, well they're two of the people I'm hoping to spend a lot more time with. Yeah, that's my wife Karen and my stepdaughter Devon in the Parliament. But yeah, but a reminder as well that to do this job, you need people around you, not just in a professional capacity, but in a personal capacity, giving you emotional support and sometimes advice. Almost all of us are elected on a party ticket, but we're not elected to be robots. And I think MSPs should look more to their own conscience, should look more to their own values, and be less tied into the party machine. And I think that's one of the things that I would like to see change. And I suppose looking back over my time, that's one of the lessons I've taken from the 10 years that I've had in this Parliament.